Hi Leo, so let's do a 4-layered spread to try to capture as much of the energy around you as we can. So I have 2 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks that we will use. So we have 9 of Wands reversed, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Hanged Man reversed, 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands reversed, the Star reversed, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords reversed, and 7 of Wands. Under this deck, we have the 6 of Wands. So then we'll take 6 of these tarot cards for our second layer. So there's King of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords again, but this time it's in the upright, 2 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Under this deck is Page of Wands. Then I'm going to take 6 of these tea leaf cards for our third layer. So we have Frying Pan, Chair Filled, Mountain, April, Unicorn, Dark Man. Under this deck is Dagger. And then finally, we're going to take 2 of these big picture oracle cards. And then Leo, we're going to really get into this for you. So there's the Stars, the Cat, and under this deck is the Bear. So Leo, on the surface energy is telling me that you have already won some hard fought battles, but I feel like they were silent battles that, like for instance, if we go through what we like to call a dark night of the soul, if you're busy wrestling your shadows, generally people don't see that. These are silent battles that it feels like you have been going through. And it feels to me like you're ready to start new. So perhaps you've gone through a major ego death, or perhaps you have started to transform. You're starting to shed the old you and you're stepping into the new you. It feels like something like that, that you are full of potential. You're full of all this potential energy. But yet there is still something about you that's holding yourself back, that you still have fears or worries or tension about starting fresh or starting something new. And with the Bear being under the deck here too, it feels to me like you're struggling to really fully step into your power, that it feels like you're between 2 worlds, that you're still maybe fighting with your ego or fighting with your shadow, silent battles that people don't know you're going through. You know your potential is there, but your full power, you haven't fully embraced it yet. So Leo, if this feels like your reading, let's get into it. So your current energy is 9 of Wands reversed and the King of Pentacles. So this matches what I was already feeling, that you're still struggling to find your inner King of Pentacles. You know you're leveling up. You can feel yourself stabilizing. You can feel your confidence rising. You know the potential is there, but you're still struggling to really capture this energy of the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of information coming through about silence, that it feels like you're silently going through these battles, or you're having trouble finding the words, or maybe you're just spending a lot of time alone or in silence. But there is a strong message about your silence right now, that maybe maybe you need to be silent in order to fully step into that last step that you need to put on your robe of the King of Pentacles and to fully embrace that role. So then we have 4 of Wands reversed and 2 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands reversed is, to me, is about inner happiness, inner harmony. I read reversals as inner energy as opposed to external energies when they're upright. So it seems to me that somehow this change of plans, because the Two of Wands is always a change of plans, that is what's going to finally give you that inner harmony that you're looking for, and be able to really embrace then that King of Pentacles energy that we're talking about. So you're already aware. You're aware that your potential is there. You are aware of the importance or the depth of it or the value of it with the King of Pentacles, that you're so close to stepping into something so profound. And you also know that's going to bring you inner harmony. And I see you doing that because this is your near future, is the Two of Wands and the Four of Wands reversed. So I feel like you're starting to change your plans. So in other words, where I saw you stepping, it's like you're moving through the energy, but you haven't quite crossed the threshold yet. I see you now standing directly at the threshold. So there's one step left to go. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles and Frying Pan. So this is in your trigger position. So there's a person around you who you are struggling with, certainly. And with trouble and accusations with the Frying Pan, there could be someone who is deliberately trying to get in your way, someone who is deliberately causing you trouble. Maybe someone is accusing you of something. And that may be the reason that you're struggling to step into your power. There may be someone around you who's really trying to convince you that you're not worth your King of Pentacles power or your Bear power. There's someone around you who may be accusing you of things or stirring up trouble or stirring up problems for you. And that's the thing that's keeping you from taking that last step forward. So then we have the Star reversed in April. So something happened with this person or somehow in this situation where you lost hope in yourself. And it might have happened back in April. So for those of you who this particular message is for, it will probably resonate. You'll know what that is. But something happened in semi-recent past that really left you in despair or left you feeling like you don't have any hope left. And so I feel like it's this person who is making you feel that way, that you were just about gaining your momentum. You were going through all these spiritual awakenings. You were having epiphanies. You were untying your karmic spaghetti. You were getting it done. And then somebody came along and threw something at you and you thought, okay, great. Now I can't do this. I've lost my confidence. I've lost my momentum. So then we have 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Chair filled, and the Stars. This is from your soul. Your soul is saying, keep going with the 3 of Pentacles. This is about working together, and especially with another person, because we have Chair filled. Someone is entering your life. Your soul is guiding you. I love seeing the stars in the soul position because this is you. This is your higher self guiding you. Your soul is urging you right now towards your ultimate happiness, towards blissful relationships with the 10 of Cups. Then when I see the 3 of Pentacles and someone is entering your life, this is your soul saying, this is on the way. This is all 5D energy. So you don't see this person yet, but there's someone entering your life who's going to help you cross that threshold and really get to your 10 of Cups. So it's coming. Your soul wants you to understand that. That's this person who's in the way. It's not you. So then we have 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Unicorn, and Cat. So this is your environment. This cat is this person here. A person who pretends to be your friend perhaps, or smiles in your face, but stabs you in the back. This type of energy. Someone who shows up only when it's fun, but then when things get hard, you can't find them. And so, but your intuition is on point right now because the unicorn showed up in your environment. So use your intuition to understand that this person is the only thing in the way. And right now, your resources, look at your resources. You have both the 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in your environment. So the universe is rewarding you right now. So this is in your 3D. The universe is rewarding you with prosperity, with rewards, with luxury, whatever this is for you, resources to get the job done, because so that you can use your intuition when it comes to this person who you need to really clear out of the way, because your soul wants to bring in a person who's going to give you the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Your soul is bringing that in. The Stars card is here. That's the GPS card. So your soul is guiding this new person in, but this is about using your intuition to know that this person who's currently in your energy is the problem. So then we have the Hangman reversed and Mountain. These are both cards of resistance. When the Hangman is reversed, it's because you're refusing to learn the lesson. So I think that this is just saying you're manifesting in delays, you're manifesting in blockages, you're manifesting in resistance to a new person coming in, as long as you allow this person to stay in the energy. As long as you allow the person who's causing you trouble to stay in the energy, you're just manifesting in, or you're going to repeat cycles. Because you've already experienced this. You've experienced delays with your happiness. You have experienced pauses at the threshold. Now you're stuck at the threshold, and it's because you're resisting this lesson. You're resisting letting go of this person who's in your way. Then we have the Nine of Swords reversed and Dark Man. The Nine of Swords reversed can really be about deep-seated fears, because again, a lot of the times I read reversals as inner energy. So this is a deep-seated fear, and there's a dark man here too. This is in your shadow position. So there is a person, this person, again, showing up again in your shadow side, who plays on your fears. So make that part make sense for you. Is there some fear that you have in letting go of this person who's causing you trouble? So let me give you an example, Leo. For example, and it's just an example, if you have a fear of being alone, then this person will play on that energy, will play on your shadow side and try to seduce you back into their energy and say, oh, you can't do this without me, or you need me to do X, Y, and Z, or what would you do without me? These types of messages, they're playing on your fears, which are living in the shadow side. Your shadow aspect may be saying to you, you can't do this by yourself, which is why you know you're full of potential, but you haven't actually crossed the threshold yet, because that would require your shadow to say, you know what, I can do this by myself, and I'm breaking up with this person now. So that's the example, but I wanted to give you a context of what these cards are really saying. So make it make sense for your story, but I can feel that you're stuck. You're not releasing this person because they're playing on your fears. So it's blocking this 10 of Cups person from coming in. Then we have 5 of Swords and 9 of Swords. This is a mess. This, as long as you stay here, this is what you're manifesting in more of. You're manifesting in more 5 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Disagreements, detachments, stress, worries, anxiety, lying even, because the 5 of Swords is my card of lying. It can be. So there's a lot of energy coming through here of just repeated cycles and playing on fears. And as long as you allow your fear to keep you in this particular relationship, then you're not going to cross that line. But I see you, because in your near future energy, I see you finding some inner balance, some inner harmony with the 4 of Wands reversed. So I feel like this is that dark shadow work you've been doing. I remember saying it feels like you've been fighting some silent battles. And so I think that's what this person who's playing on your fears doesn't see, is that in the background, you've been working on facing your fears. You've been working on, what does that look like if I try to do this alone? Or what does it look like if this person isn't in my life anymore? And it feels to me like you're really starting to face those fears, and it's bringing you this inner harmony so that you can make a change of plans, which is releasing this person so that the 10 of Cups person can come in. Because then I see in your potential final outcome, we have the 7 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And this is about overcoming challenge. The 7 of Wands is always about overcoming challenge. It's standing your ground. It's taking the high road. It's saying, don't lower your standards. The 7 of Wands is always about do not lower your standards. And this Ace of Cups is everything. This is your ultimate healing. These are your possibilities. This is your adventure. This is your Page of Wands potential. Now it's here. So I see you doing it, but it feels to me, Leo, like you are in a process right now. You're in a process of silently facing your fears. You're silently transforming yourself and saying, okay, maybe today I don't feel like I can do it on my own, but tomorrow I will. Tomorrow I will do this on my own. And this person who's playing on my fears isn't going to see that coming. The day I wake up and say, I don't need you anymore, is going to be a huge surprise to this person. And that's the moment that the energy of this 10 of Cups can come in and the Ace of Cups can come in. You cross that threshold and you step very squarely into your King of Pentacles and bear energy. So there you go, Leo. That is your reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.